Hi, Rich at the Rink here. Just going to do a very quick demonstration on how you can use the EdgeChecker to make sure that the boot edges are level before and after sharpening. So as you can see from the camera behind me, this is my sharpening machine in front of me, and I keep my EdgeChecker just here. It's got magnetic base, so I can stick it on the side, and that means that I can easily pick it up with just one hand whenever I'm inspecting some skates. No fiddly thumb screws to play with, it's just pick it up and use it straight away. Here I have a hire boot, and it's a hockey style blade, and we're just going to quickly check to see the level of the edges. So pick up the EdgeChecker, stick it on, and as you can see, the edges are pretty level. And what we will do is we will check it at the front, at the toe, in the middle, and at the back. All pretty level, all pretty good. But then we will also flip the boot round and do the same thing again and check at the back, and in the middle, and at the front. Now the reason that we do it in both directions is because what we're looking for is the average between one side and the other. Sometimes the blades can be slightly bent, and that's going to affect how level the edges look. So as you can see, if I look on the toe here, it does look like the outside edge here is slightly high compared to the inside, and according to this, that's about ½ degree. So half of a circle is 1 degree, that's about 1/4 of a circle, so it's about ½ degree out. That's not something that I would typically worry about for a pair of hire boots. Anything more than about 1.5 degrees to 2 degrees, so that's more like a whole circle, is going to be a problem. But if I flip the boot round and I measure it from the other side, you'll see that the level is actually bang on. So I'll take the difference between the two, is about 1/4 degree out. Now let's look at a boot that is not so healthy. Small interlude. Again, hire boot, hockey blade, and put the EdgeChecker on the back of the boot. You can see immediately this one is more like 1 degree out. Come forward, it's getting worse. So that's about 1.5 degrees. And then right at the front, that's looking horrible. And that's something that I would be concerned about. If the boot's edges are not level, that is going to impact the performance of the skate on the ice. It's going to cause the skater some problems. So just to be sure, flip the boot round, have a look at the toe, and as you can see, it's just as bad on the other side. Obviously the slope is in the opposite direction because that's the side that is lower. This side of the boot here is lower, so that is going to need to be rectified, maybe 2 degrees out. And typically for skate sharpeners, this is going to take a little bit of time to rectify, because when we start sharpening, what I will expect to see is that this side of the blade is being sharpened and this side is being untouched, and then as we get progressively closer to level, that sharpening will creep its way over to cover the whole of the blade. And that's one of the things that I would look for typically on the laptop screen that you can see up there. That's part of my visualizer setup with a microscopic camera, and I will use that to make sure as I'm sharpening that everything looks good. I get rid of all of the rust, I get rid of all of the nicks and so on. But that's a video for another day. Hope that helped. Speak to you soon.